Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel everybody. Hope everybody's well. And it's this evening we are talking about Leeds United's 2-0 FA Cup third round defeat away at West Ham United. I'm not going to go really into depth on this game. My more in-depth match reviews, match previews will be back this coming week, as ironically we take on West Ham in the Premier League, but nobody seems to be that bothered about the FA Cup, so I'm just going to keep this review brief. Just some things that I'd like to obviously discuss in the game and that sort of thing. So yeah, 2-0 FA Cup. We always lose in the Cup, don't we? Bielsa has never won a game in the FA Cup. 2-1 to QPR, 1-0 to Arsenal, 3-0 to Crawley, now 2-0 to West Ham. All those games have actually been away from home as well. But yeah, it's 2-0 to West Ham this afternoon, unfortunately. But yeah, going back to the starting 11 then, we knew about our injuries. I didn't think West Ham would go as strong as they did. They went pretty much full strength, almost as full strength as they could. We, of course, have a long list of injuries, etc. But it was great to see three full debuts. Obviously, Sam Greenwood has played before, but it's his first start for the club. Sam Greenwood hasn't the pizzazz, has he, of Joe Gelhardt? And they're both the same age, but let's be honest, I think Gelhardt every day of the week over Greenwood. Greenwood didn't really offer that much. He had some nice little touches, but look, he didn't do anything wrong. But for me personally, Sam Greenwood is way far behind Joffrey Gelhardt. When he's fit, obviously he's out for 3 weeks or so, unfortunately. He will miss the next few weeks, which is disastrous, really. We need bodies in, don't we, Leeds fans? We need them in. But the other two full debutants were Leo Helge, or Hjeldi, Leo Hjeldi, the Norwegian teenager centre-back. And, of course, there was Lewis Bate, the much hyped, talked about Lewis Bate amongst our fan base. He has been anyway. Got him from Chelsea in the summer, didn't we? And he's been, you know, a lot of fans I've seen banging the drum for him to start a game. It was an ample opportunity for Bielsa to throw him in this one. And to be fair to him, as well as Hjeldi, I will come on to Hjeldi in a bit further detail in a moment. But yeah, look, Bate, he didn't do anything wrong. He looked fairly comfortable within that midfield. And let's not forget, like I said, it was a near enough Hammers first starting 11, really, wasn't it? As strong as they could go with their injuries and COVID things and whatnot. So they were pretty strong. It was basically a Premier League side for them. It was basically a Premier League. It was a Premier League side in sort of personnel for us, but it was mixed around, wasn't it? With the likes of obviously Hjeldi, Bate, Greenwood thrown in there, and one or two in positions that were a bit unfamiliar to them. So, but Leo Hjeldi, let's talk about him. He was fantastic. You know, he was fantastic today. He looked really up for it against Antonio, didn't he? He was physical with him. He looked like he wanted to get the ball, just wanted to get the ball back immediately after he lost it or whatever. Or he was very hungry, looked hungry for it. And I personally, on that showing, I know Llorente, who looked, again, Rolls Royce, isn't he, of a centre-back, is Llorente. Koch, another positive. Fantastic to see him complete 90 minutes, and he looked again quite solid. But yeah, look, I wouldn't be opposed to Hjeldi coming in for the league game on Sunday at West Ham. It's the same atmosphere. It's the same stadium. It's probably virtually going to be the same team that West Ham put out on next Sunday. So I personally wouldn't have a problem with Hjeldi coming in for his full Premier League debut on Sunday, partnering probably Koch in the centre back position. But let's wait and see. But anyway, the thing that frustrates everybody in this game, we're looking fairly comfortable. They're not really showing much. It's 0-0. You know, they have probably the best openings, don't they? There's a shot from Antonio which deflects over the bar. You know, they're looking a little bit dangerous, but we're looking like we can hurt them as well. Perhaps lacking in the final third, but Look, it's that goal, isn't it? I mean, it's not. It doesn't matter really in the grand scheme of it because it's the FA Cup. If this was a Premier League game, I'd be absolutely furious with this. But I expect it to be chalked off when you're looking at it. He was offside. He was interfering with the play. Meslier, for me, should do better. It's a bit of a melee, isn't it? The ball, he loses the ball. Where the heck does it go? Lanzini eventually lashes it into the open goal. But for me, well, and for everybody else watching it, other than the people in charge of it, it was offside, wasn't it? Bowen, we all know the rules. If you're interfering with a play and you're offside, even if you're not involved in the passage of play, you're offside. He was offside. He played a big part in that, really, in that goal without touching the ball, which I think that's why they've given him the goal, really, or giving Lanzini his goal. Kind of forgotten who scored it, really, in the end, because it wasn't really about Lanzini, it was about Bowen. But anyway, West Ham go 1-0 up, and they go in at the break 1-0 up, and for me, we're not looking like winning the game at all, and even though we didn't look that bad, we looked quite steady and quite as though we might be able to force a few openings. But I felt strongly at half-time like we were going to lose this game. And that was that. You know, I felt honestly that we would. And Rafinha and Dallas both are thrown on by Bielsa at half-time. Rafinha, I think it was a bit of an experiment to play him in that kind of 10 role or more deeper role, which he seemed to be playing. Then Somerville came on, played on the right. Cody Drama came on for Firpo, who looked to be a bit dizzy apparently, but he's fine, should be fine obviously for next week's game. But yeah, we threw a lot of players on and it didn't really work. There was no intensity, there was no penetration of West Ham, and West Ham really didn't really get into second gear, did they? They were tootling along pretty fine, and we weren't really throwing much at them. They were quite happy second half to sit back on that 1-0 lead and try and get the second, which eventually it did come in the final seconds of the game. Jared Bowen loves a goal against us, doesn't he? And he continued that again for West Ham. He's having a good season, but it goes 2-0 through Mellier's leg, and to be fair, the game had gone at that point, and nobody's asked. We weren't going to win the FA Cup. It is frustrating to lose, you know. I'm not happy that we've lost the game, but I accept that we were always probably going to be on the end of a defeat today. One way or the other, obviously it had to finish today. There was no such thing as a replays in this season's FA Cup, so it had to finish today. It finished in defeat. We're out the FA Cup again. Groundhog Day. We're always out the FA Cup. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, the one that matters is next Sunday, again at the London Stadium, same place, same opposition, probably virtually the same players on show for West Ham. I expect us to tweak it a little bit. Depends if we get anybody in, depends if injuries happen again or whatever. You know, I expect there to be a bit of activity in Leeds United over the week in between this game and the next one at West Ham. So let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, frustrating. Let me know your thoughts. Are you happy we're out the cup? Can we now focus on the league? What are your thoughts on it? What about that offside goal? Was it offside? VAR? Should they have done the job? In my opinion, yes, they should have. They didn't. But let me know what you think. Any West Ham fans as well. It's always great to hear the opposition's views. So just comment in below. But the last thing I'd just like to end this video on is Cody Drama. A little bit of transfer news. Now, he came on, didn't he, like I said, for Firpo in the second half today. A bit odd because it sounds like he's on his way to Cardiff City for the remainder of the season on a 6-month loan or so. So it's been reported by Fabrizio Romano that it's all been done and he will go to Cardiff City till the end of the season. But then Graham Smythe of the YEP saying it's kind of Cardiff are interested, but Leeds haven't yet agreed to let him go on a 6-month loan. I mean, for me, this is ludicrous unless we've got somebody else lined up. If we've got somebody else lined up, fair enough, because we need bodies in, we need higher quality. You know, not slagging off Cody Drama because he's looked good for me, and he didn't do too badly today either. But for me, Cody Drama, you know, if you're going to let him go, you need to bring somebody else in. And that news coming out this evening looks to me like the Leeds have got something up the sleeve, a wing back, a full back, coming in to replace Cody Drama, and we need better, like I said, first team players that can step in. Cody Drama's filling in, he's a young player, he's only 20. Let's be honest, we need a better calibre of player behind the likes of Ayling, Dallas, etc., Firpo. You know, we need players that are ready and have got experience to come in and muck in. Cody Drama's looked good so far, he's impressed me, but he looks like he's going out to Cardiff, fair enough. It's a good level for him to test himself at. So let's wait and see if that happens, if that comes off, and let's see what Leeds United do in response to that. But again, let me know what your thoughts are on it. The squad's thin enough as it is. Can we really afford to let people go, let players go when all this is going on? In my opinion, no, we don't. But I'm not the manager. Let me know your thoughts, if it's a good idea, and who would you like to see come in as a possible reinforcement, in the full-back position. Let me know. It's always great to hear from everybody. But that's it for me today. Like I said, I'll be back with a bit more in-depth reviews next week. But this is the FA Cup, and nobody is bothered. Thanks very much for watching. If you are bothered, marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.